Introductions aren't easy, but without a good introduction, you miss the chance to make a strong first impression and engage your readers. Use the funnel method, get more in depth with each sentence before arriving at the thesis. Pause the video and put this introduction paragraph in order. Don't rush, take your time. If there is any unknown word, feel free to use a dictionary. After you finish, resume the video and see if your answers are correct. The first sentence of this introduction paragraph will be B. The writer uses imagery to engage the reader. The topic is still very broad. The writer describes a sport event where we only can infer about the kind of sport by a few specific words such as quarterback, helmet, touchdown. The second sentence is C. The writer gets more specific here and mentions football and how important it is in the American people's life by mentioning it together with the Constitution and the American flag. And A will be the thesis statement. This one is the most specific of the three sentences. This sentence sounds like a logical ending of the introduction paragraph. It concludes all the previous ideas and also acts as an introduction to the paragraphs that will come after, stating that football as an American dream going to be the topic of this essay. Our next activity will be about strong and weak thesis statements. The thesis creates a focus for the essay and should not be too broad or too narrow for the assignment. A thesis that is too broad is a statement that is too large to be adequately developed in the length essay you have been assigned. A thesis that is too narrow is a statement that is not large enough to be developed in an essay. Decide if the followings are good thesis statements or not. After each statement, pause your video, think about the answer, then resume it to see if your answer is correct. Remember, a good thesis statement will have a topic and controlling idea. It will be arguable, and it won't be too broad or too narrow. People are unhealthy for many reasons. It is a weak thesis because the topic is too broad. You won't be able to list all the reasons people are unhealthy. You need to narrow your topic and focus on a special group of people and/or a specific reason or reasons why they are unhealthy. With adequate focus, the thesis will be the following. The diet of many American teenagers is unhealthy. American teenagers consume too much salt. It's a weak thesis because the topic is too narrow. While you might be able to develop a good paragraph about the diet of American teenagers being loaded with salt, unless you are taking a nutrition class that requires in-depth reporting, it's unlikely you would have enough information to develop an entire essay around this topic. With adequate focus, the thesis will be the following. The diet of many American teenagers is unhealthy. High schools should require students to wear uniforms. It's a strong thesis. It has two parts, a topic and a controlling idea, and it's also arguable. Charles Dickens uses setting of his novels to emphasize the theme of class division. It is a strong thesis statement because it provides a specific aspect of Dickens' work to discuss.